happening?
Well, I will tell you this. I posted on the Facebook-arama, but it was a cut and paste of someone's post. Michael someone. Fuck, tard, I'm terrible with names. Anyway, he's some guy who does astronomy, astrophysics. I'm not quite sure, actually. But he wrote this whole thing on a coronal hole is blown out of the sun. And I'm like, yeah, Moo's soul star is firing, bitches. And when I started to ride out that pituitary, I had this real experience of feeling that enter me. And when I say enter me, no, it's not from the fucking outside. I mean, it was an experience of Ramu Tet that was so fucking wild and potent. And then I came out with all, because, you know, I've been putting all this cosmology together because I can't be bothered explaining it all the time. So I've been writing my memories, my galactic memoirs. Anyway, basically, it started off in a certain way and now it's just become this fucking manifest on how they fucked us. The anatomy of a consciousness invasion, if you will.
Wow.
And I'm loving it because as I write it and I'm experiencing it, I'm clearing the co-ops from my body, blah, 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 like I'm having the journey. But, yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Why was I saying that about the book?
The coronal field? Or
Yes.
the thing?
So what I'm saying is when I got that hit, the memories, the understanding of the situation, the feeling of strength and more relationship to the organic timeline in the sense of if I had to say I'm on the seesaw, which side am I on, the organic timeline or the non-organic timeline? I'd definitely be like that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know, it definitely pushed me more over or pushed me against or pushed me into the frequency of the organic.
Yeah.
Like fucking steroids.
Oh, can I add to that?
Please.
I'm sorry.
You sure you don't want it to be one of those videos? Sorry. Yeah. No, I'm not sure. Let me ask a dimension of self. I'll get back to you.
When you were saying that, I was just remembering some experiences that I had very recently. And one of them was I actually asked within a ride how much of myself is in the organic timeline. It was just before I had the phase lock, and it came up as about 40%. So
and then you had the phase lock and it was better.
Yeah, like tons better. Then the ride after that it went bang, right? But is it such a thing where you can actually... I don't know if it's a thing to be completely resonating 100% to the organic timeline or if it's something that you're graduating towards. But it was weird because I'd never even thought to ask until I was actually within the ride.
So what's the question?
The question is, is it such a thing where you can be 100% resonating to that organic timeline and be totally in effect to the inorganic one?
What do you think?
I think you can.
Darling,
I think you can.
We want to throw off the inorganic fucking completely and be 100% on the organic timeline, don't we?
No, I know. But I mean, like, within the matrix itself.
Why do you want to go back to the matrix?
No, well, I mean, like, I fucking live here. I mean,
do you?
I don't live here. Oh, no. Okay, well, See, now my brain's like kind of going.
Okay, so take a breath up from Moo, for Christ's sakes. Centre thyself. Okay, engaging essence. All spheres, all void spaces. Sorry. Does any dimension of self need to, desire to, want to keep a toe in the matrix timeline?
There are elements of myself that do.
Okay, so that's fine. Just keep revisiting that because this does not want to stay anywhere near the matrix. I want out.
No.
All dimensions of my
When I
want out. Even the fucking Borg wasn't happy being there, right? So for me to embrace 100% organic timeline, of course, is my goal.
Yeah. I guess when I
It's
say that
Earth's
there were
goal
elements,
too. It's Earth's goal too.
of course. Yeah, no,
Well,
I
no,
dig
not
that.
of course, because some parts of
Yes.
yourself are no. So
Well, this is what I'm trying to explain. So when I said that there were parts of myself that wanted to be in the Matrix, it felt like there were still programs running that made me desire that. So I guess it's not really self, but there was parts of myself that still had
dimensions of self that are still in co-opt.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it. That's what I felt. It's not like my essence was like, oh,
Yeah,
I
but
could
do you
do with a bit of
get that you felt it? Therefore, if they're in co-opt, unco-opt them and then let them make the decision.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dig it.
So
Dig
then
it,
we'll
dig it,
come
dig it,
back
dig
and
it.
we'll say, would you think, is it possible to have 100% on the organic timeline?
Yes, it is. It is. It is. It is. I just never thought I could ask about it as a percentage, just like with essence saturation within the self.
But
You know?
it's only the brain that needs that shit. Who gives a toss? It's distraction. It's bullshit. It's fucking wanky poo-poo. Who cares? The truth of the matter is, knowing yes or no, is it going to affect Essence's experience?
No.
So then, drop it. And if you need to know it, Essence will say, here it is, darling, give a dog a bone. It's all for you. Done.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. And there was another thing that I wanted to share. Oh, okay. So with that, what's it called? Choroidal field.
Coronal field?
Coronal field.
I'm telling you, asking me.
I know, but I should know. I freaking posted it on Facebook.
Anyway, yeah, that thing, the sunburst.
Coronal field. I had a couple of days around that time where I was just like, bit.
What do you think all the cleansing's coming to you? Think about it. When did the flare go? When did the big cleanse?
Around that time. Yeah.
Do the math.
Yeah. No, I dig it. But when I had an actual ride, I think it was maybe on that second or third day, and this is why I'm mentioning, because it sounded like your thing, is that when I was in my ride, I could feel this, this thing open. And I thought, initially I was like, is this essence? Is this...
Yeah, I know, right? We're so fucking paranoid. Right?
Yeah, I'm just like, what's coming in? But it didn't feel like it was like a co-opt or anything. And
you get to a stage where you know the fucking difference. And you can always go back and do a double check. You know what I mean? But don't freak out so much that you stop the experience. This is where trust of self comes in, and trusting essence and knowing you've been doing it the right way and here is the reward.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's what it felt like, because it just felt this whole thing just went... And I didn't know if it had to do with that thing, that coronal field going on, and moose pineal kind of doing its thing.
Not just moose pineal, right? Moose pineal's like fucking, 2% of the whole thing. The sun is her soul star, externalized. So it's going to be all parts of her, pineals, patooties, papapas, who cares? It's going to be all parts of Moo. So yes, one of the great things is her pineal is now fucking reading the right codes. It's all good, right? Or remembering the DNA, whatever you want to say, right? Mm-hmm. But I mean, I forgot what I was going to say because I got all excited about referring to that.
We're talking about the... I love it how you forget things. It's just suddenly like that. I forgot what I was going to say.
I know, because you have no idea. What goes on in this thing. I am like getting a multi-dimensional experience 24/7. I can be literally experiencing 4 or 5 different realities at the same time and just fucking mainlining this one. Trust me. It's a
holy crap
stadium up there. And yes, I'm saying. Yes.
You got a couple of stages going on at the same time.
Oh yeah, darling, big stages, big stadiums.
Love it. So we're talking about that. The soul star being the
Yes.
externalized of
So
mood.
it's with that, all parts of her that are de-co-opting, that are returning to her original codes, etc., are going to be happening with you due to our symbiosis. So as she's basically stepped it up a notch, ooh, she's in third gear. She's getting ready for fourth pitches. She hasn't even got ready for fifth. You know, it's coming. That's the first of many. Get ready. She's freeing herself. How do you think she's throwing off the fucking co-ops? You know? I mean,
Yeah.
rock and roll and riding.
Makes a lot of sense.